What's going on, guys? John here with another episode of Patriots Franchise, and in this episode we have a breakout wide receiver. And you can't see his picture, but it is Anthony Dorsey. Yes, that's correct. And if we get him 4 touchdowns or 200 receiving yards, he gets Superstar X Factor. And looking at their defense, they have the 21st ranked passing yards per game, and they have a horrible offense. So, we should smoke them, but who knows how well we will do. We're still going to cover the pass, even though they actually... Do they run the ball more? Yeah, we'll cover the outside run with Josh Jacobs. And now time to do all these mini games, which Shaq Reddick and Casey Emerson have the same face scan. Interesting. So we're simming through training, and no injuries, hopefully. That would not be good. And 0 injuries on offense. Fingers crossed that there's nothing on defense. Marte Mapu, dislocated wrist. Well, that gives us a chance to see Chris Wade in the sub linebacker role. And Nakobe Dean will get some playtime now. But once again, okay, Josh Hales is playing up to an almost 90 overall. That's crazy. 89. Morale's really high. I mean, we started 4-0, and we're playing a team that has 1 win, I think, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, just very, very hopeful that we can continue this stretch of very good games. They're 1-4, right? 1-3. Yeah, because we haven't played 5 games. Yeah, so we need to get a ton of yards with Anthony Dorsey. I mean, yeah, they still got Devontae Adams, Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs. In real life, Josh Jacobs is a Packer. Devontae Adams is rumored to go to like 6 different teams. And Max Crosby is still on. There's Josh Hales' stats. I stat padded to get him a higher completion percentage. But it's Sam Darnold for the Raiders. New York Jets legend, San Francisco 49ers legend. This year he's going to be on the Vikings, but not in the game. As here is Sergio Hopkins, and he's going to return it not far enough. I believe we played them last year when they had Jimmy G and we won. I also know we made a trade. There's the season stats for Hales. 10 touchdowns, 4 picks. That's not bad. He's over 50% completion percentage. I never like saying that. 50% completion percentage. It just sounds weird. But there's nothing really weird about it. Okay, so he's got no outsiders. So if we try outside runs, do not go towards Max Crosby. I mean, it is Ramondre Stevenson, so maybe he'd do good anyway. Last week, 72 yards. It's okay. It's not the worst I've ever seen. We're going to probably be doing a lot of screen passes, trying to get Dorsey the ball. He needs 200 yards or 4 touchdowns. And that's going to be a good start. Anthony Dorsey, juke inside, and he's going to gain 15 yards on his first touch. I mean, we really just have the perfect offense of combinations of players. We got 2 big body guys in Dorsey and Perry, 2 speed guys in Waddle and Keys. As there's opposite side of the field from everyone else, Chris Thomas, the tight end, he's got a streak of touchdowns. I think in these last 2 games he scored. That one goes for 25 and a good catch and run. You know, those are the kind of ones we want to see Hales make, because Hales has been struggling to make those come classes. Yep. I do speak English as my first language, guys. Don't worry. There's Dorsey again. He goes for 9. Yeah, I'm just trying to target Dorsey as much as I can. We've been throwing the ball a lot, but I mean 4 of the first 5 plays, but that's because he's been completing them. Underneath right away, Dorsey. That's another catch. His 3rd of the day. He's got like 27 yards. No, 31 now. 32. Dang it, that was one off. All right. Passing again. Okay, I fired it in the direction of Kyle Terry, bounced off. Jordan Mailata's hurt, and we do not get to see what happened to him. So I believe that brings in Larry Sheldon. Or Sheldon's a left tackle, so that might not be Sheldon. But we're going to hand it off for Ramondre. He gains 6. So averaging 7 yards per carry already for Ramondre. Bruised ribs. Okay, Daniel Falele. I have no idea if that's how you pronounce it, by the way. I just like saying Falele. Alright. I'm going Waddle out route. Dorsey in route. Firing end zone. Dorsey can't make the grab. He got in an animation on the sideline, so we're going to kick the field goal. And I was looking at the stats, by the way. Over 50 yards. There's only 2 kickers who are 3 for 3, or have made 3, and they were both 3 for 3. It was Kaimi Fairbairn of the Chiefs and Owen Foster. So, I mean, I think it was 7 for 8 on the year because he missed that one a couple games ago. I don't remember exactly which game, but here comes Sam Darnold. I can't wait for him to pick our defense apart. You know, the defense is number 4 rated in the league. Darnold's also just barely above 500. He has 600 passing yards, which is about half of what Anthony Dorsey or Josh Hales has. As there's Josh Jacobs, he runs for the first. Obviously, with Marte Mapu being injured, it'll be a lot of Chris Wade in the middle, but Nakobe Dean's going to get some play time as well. He's our number 2 middle linebacker. As throwing out, okay, this with Gonzalez. They have a tackle as their 3rd tight end. That's Jeremy Ruckert, who's on the Jets at the moment in real life. Rookie this year, if I remember correctly. Okay, there's a tackle by Cordell Goodwin. That's actually surprising. Goodwin making a big hit. All right. Yeah, Deion Jones, that's our other middle linebacker. Devontae's wide open, Sam. Okay, Sam Darnold, Devontae Adams wide open, but he decides to run it instead, gain a good amount of yards too. That's the kind of play where you want QB contain. It's just the one time we didn't do QB contain because they've been running the ball down our throats. So, and there, Chris Wade almost had it. He blew past Josh Jacobs, but Darnold was able to get it out just in time. I mean, man coverage has worked for the most part. We might need to go by overall. Jacoby Myers makes the catch. Blows off Amari Reynolds' tackle. Duggar misses the tackle. Just straight up misses him because I was usering him. And then it was Chris Wade making the tackle. And there, Jacobs goes nowhere. DeMarcus Lawrence back from his long injury. We need DeMarcus Lawrence, sorry, to make some plays because we paid him some big money and then he decided to get hurt, as that's an incompletion. We should be tied at the end of this, but we paid Lawrence a good amount of money to come here. It was only a 1-year deal. I think it was probably like 15 mil. So getting some production out of him would be nice. And it's a tie game, 3-3. And we'll get the ball back. 3-3 after a first half, or after a first quarter is kind of interesting. Somehow we're going to figure out how to blast off like 18 runs. This is not baseball. 18 points, yeah, two drives, getting a pick 6 and all this, but yeah. Another screen pass to Dorsey. Big game from Dorsey, and now he's hurt. Holding his shoulder, he looks like he's in a lot of pain. and he looks to be done. So that's the second or third time Anthony Dorsey's had a breakout challenge. He's gotten hurt in the breakout challenge. Please don't be anything serious. Like, let him come back. There's Kyle Terry. He's going to have to take over those bubble screens. End of the first quarter. We're up. Or no, we're not up. We're tied 3-3. We've been throwing the ball good. They've been rushing the ball good. It's nice having a quarterback I can trust to throw the ball now. Last season with Hales getting hurt over and over. Hales getting hurt, and then... Okay. Max Crosby just didn't know what to do. He bit on it, but then he torn labrum. Okay, so he's out for like 4 weeks. Well, basically just don't let Anthony Dorsey get a development chance, or he will get hurt. But we will probably see a lot more Nick Keys. Might see some Devontae Parker, depending. Oh, I missed him. I should have thrown it a little bit later. And now Owen Foster didn't kick yet another field goal. It's a dome. There's no wind. I should be able to make this. Yep. Owen Foster, very good at what he does. And now it's our turn to kick it deep again. Okay, we've got QB contain and a QB spy. I'm going to man up on Dean in case they try to run the ball, which I think they will as they're running down. There's Devontae. That was good coverage by Goodwin. He just didn't jump the route. I should have been there with the QB spy, but I expected to run. Okay, now we've got Amari Reynolds on Devontae. Okay, 2-yard check down. They get the first 2. But they run an RPOs too. Do they got like some sort of Chiefs guy? All right. That's Jeremy Ruckert, right? Big game. All right. We're going to try some zone, see if zone works any better. It probably won't, but man can dream, right? Out route to Ruckert. And he puts the ball on the ground. The user strip worked, but Josh Jacobs is there to pick it up. So yeah, right bumper does definitely strip the ball as someone who just used it to get a strip. Too bad I suck. I can't. Oh, boy, it's a run. Thanks, Jordan Davis. But yeah, right bumper strips the ball, and I stripped Jeremy Ruckert, and Josh Jacobs, for some reason, was 10 yards downfield right on Jeremy Ruckert to pick it up. So that's unfortunate. But we'll see. Looks like it's going to be another run. Yep. A lot of guys got there. I think Eddie Jackson may have been there. 32. All right. 3rd and 6. Can we stop him yet again? Devontae Adams is on Stephon Gilmore. And Gilmore bumps him out of bounds. That is huge by Gilmore. Adams would have had his feet down, but Gilmore comes in to knock him out of bounds. I cannot have Stephon Gilmore be on Devontae Adams. If you remember last week or 2 weeks ago, no, it was 2 weeks ago, against the Vikings, Stephon Gilmore was on Justin Jefferson for a couple plays, and Jefferson had like a 90-something or 70-something yard touchdown on a streak. So, not good. Sergio Holmes back to return it. And he once again cannot get anything. Here's Ramondre. Okay, so we're down Dorsey. I don't know what his superstar X Factor ability is. Waddle get around the edge. Waddle, big gain. Stepped out of bounds, but still a solid gain. basically the equivalent of a run, even though it's a pass play. There's Waddle again. Juke inside, get a first down. It's a solid 12 yards. Hales is looking good. As 2-minute warning, it is 6-6. Both teams have scored field goals on both of their drives. I want this to get down to the end of the quarter, or end of the half. I want to be at the end of the half at the end of this drive. Chris Thomas, he'll gain 3. Third down. And Chris Thomas gets smoked by random white guy. It's very stupid. And that's, who is that? 98, DeMarcus Lawrence making a play, knocking the ball down. And my guess is they're going to run the ball here. Yep. It's a stretch. Josh Jacobs, I'm going to call a timeout. So, first drive for both teams are field goal. First 2 drives for both teams are field goals. And then back-to-back punts. We're going to be able to return it with Hopkins. And we're not gaining anything. Basically what this is telling me is we need to get rid of Lane Shipley, because he cannot punt to save his life. He's really bad. I think Ramondre out of the backfield is going to be my best option here. Nope, I'm going to run it. I was tempted, you know, just huck it up, see what I could do. I figure that's probably not smart. We're getting close to field goal range now. I like where Max Crosby's sitting. Gives me a chance to give it to my playmaker, Nick Keys. Keys got some blocks. Keys is going to run it. And Keys is going to break a tackle and get inside the 40. We're going to take a shot at the end zone or shot downfield. And Hales is actually going to get a rushing yard out of that. We're going to call our second timeout and do this 4 verts. I don't know why I keep rolling out right away. Just too aggressive. That's about it. Okay. Third down. If we miss this, we're just going to kick a field goal. Firing for Waddle, that is pass interference. Whoever the heck number 5 is, Xavier Rhodes, is that who that is? Hits Waddle as soon as Waddle's on his breaking his route as I'm throwing the ball. Waddle gets glitched backwards and I miss it. So call that next time, please. And it is 9-0, or 9-6, whatever score they have. 9-6. Okay, they might be running the ball then. Or they will be running the ball. They call a timeout, which means they're going to try and throw it to get something. But usually it just ends up in a throwaway. So we're going to do QB contain. Intercepted, Cordell Goodwin. To end the half, Cordell Goodwin catches a jump ball, who actually, he stole it from, he definitely stole it from Amari Reynolds. Reynolds is right there, but Goodwin takes it from him. Who's looking for Devontae, ends up in a pick. So it's halftime. We're up by 3. Heck, we can score more in 2 drives. Teams can score more in 2 drives than we have in the entire game so far. Jacobs goes backwards. It's the tackle for loss machine, Chris Wade. Chris Wade has been electric. I'm just going to put that out there. He's been by far one of the best players in the league defensively. He's basically recreating Jadeveon Clowney's season from last year. Firing it away, Wade in coverage, but Darnold basically had to throw it away or he was going to get smacked. So going back to man coverage, pass committing. We already have QB contain on. I'm going to use Wade in the middle. As Darnold is going to get sacked, but he throws it away right before it. And that's a 4th down. So we're getting the benefit of playing a lot of crappy teams. Yeah, we have a top 5 defense in the league when it comes to yards per game. So, if I would have went left, I had a touchdown. What am I doing? Ramondre, 478 yards. I think he's got like 30 today. No, he doesn't have a lot. He's been running a lot of these screen passes to Terry and Dorsey before he got hurt. Keys. Looks like these just look so good. They're perfectly set up. It's just so easy. 157 yards for Hales. He's 2nd in passing yards in the league right now. So that's something. Yeah, we only have 37 rushing yards. Let's change that. 3 yards. Yeah, because Hales has like 10. Stevenson's got 20-something. We are out-yarding them because we have a ton of passing yards. Stevenson gains another 4. I don't know why you want me to pass him, which I will. But just know I'm not happy about it. Firing for Waddle, 1st down. Big play, Jalen Waddle. We're going to go back to inside zone with Stevenson. They run commit. And Stevenson still gain a yard. Cole Strange, the one that couldn't hold a block to save his life. Okay, this play last time was the play to Dorsey, I believe. Or no, it was to Chris Thomas when I last ran it. Ah, Nick Keys, you missed him, Josh. And guys, guess what? It's the 6th field goal of the game. Owen Foster drills it. We're up by 6. Amari Reynolds once again in coverage. Duggar takes him down. Eddie Jackson's group on the play. Looks like he just got rolled up on. And I think our backup for him is Juan Thornhill. So now we're going to see Juan Thornhill. Yeah, he's like 30 right now. Which is weird because I remember him back when he was a rookie with the Chiefs. What would it be, 5 years ago now? 6? There's Jacoby Myers. I don't like how they have offense all of a sudden. It's one of their first big plays. Basically, we're turning into the 2023 Chiefs. No red zone offense. Ruckert drops it. Gonzalez hits him. That's been Mayer the whole time. We'll keep Thornhill in. It's been Mayer the entire time. Instead of Jeremy Ruckert. Ruckert only had that 1 catch. Adams misses, or Adams gets missed by a lot. They can't catch a break. Devontae's going to request a trade right after this game. Feel bad for him. I'd trade for him. Oh, Gonzalez bricks it. That would have been the 2nd pick of the game for us. And this time in a time where it actually matters. I believe that would have been Gonzalez's like 1st pick of the year. And there's the punt. That's a bad punt. It's like 26 yards. 24-yard line's where they're spotted? That says it's on the 25. The ball is on the 25. Ramondre runs for 4. And we're just going to keep giving it to our workhorse. I'll chew clock if I have to. Nope, no yards. We're going to have to go for it. I'm going to put on chew clock, though. Because for now, they haven't shown me enough offense that I need to be afraid of them. And Nick Keys makes the grab. What a catch. 188 yards. Nothing else on the stat line. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, they bid on it. Kyle Terry's going to have yards. And that's a good gain. Chris Buchanan now down. Okay, so we're just playing how many players on our starting lineup can get hurt every year. I think our record was like 6 last year. Here's Devontae. Or, that's not Devontae. It's number 17, but it ain't Devontae. It's Jalen Waddle, who gains huge yardage. 24 yards. Over 200 for Hales now. I might have a Jalen Waddle touchdown here. And Nick Keys, actually, is into the end zone. Touchdown, Nick Keys. His second career touchdown. And the first touchdown of the game. The 4th-round rookie makes the grab, and now he's... Oh, who's the tired one? Jalen Waddle? Why is Devontae Parker playing? I don't trust anything. Get in, Hales. We get the 2-point conversion. We take a 2-touchdown lead. All right, Cordell Goodwin's on Devontae this time. Name a crazier Linsanity run than the Jadeveon Clowney Defensive Player of the Year. That has to be the greatest single defensive season I've had while playing Madden. While usering every single game. That has to be the greatest defensive season I've ever had. That was like 20-something sacks. Bunch of tackles for loss. I haven't even edited those videos yet. Like, he started off the season with like multiple three or four sack games. And he just kept going. I mean, Chris Wade is looking good. Kind of like him, but nowhere near the level. And we never got to see him be superstar. He got superstar development with his Defensive Player of the Year, but he never got to use it. Another drop pick by Gonzalez. But yeah, we never got to see Clowney's superstar because as soon as the next year hit, he's old, so he's regressing and lost his dev trait. Which I like the dev trait regression for older players because, like, I don't know, Russell Wilson. He was definitely a superstar after 2021. But, okay, that's a crazy return by Hopkins. I just had to commentate over it. But Russell Wilson was crazy with his last couple years with the Seahawks. Gets traded to the Broncos. He was bad. I mean, I hate the Broncos because I'm a Chiefs fan, but at the same time, you guys can't deny the first year with the Broncos, he was bad. I wonder how he'll do with the Steelers. He seems like he could be good with the Steelers. Because the Steelers have a quarterback who can actually throw the ball rather than, you know, Kenny Pickett. I'm going to run the ball. Slide inbounds. Just let the clock chew. It's a good play. And it looks like game's looking more and more over the farther we get into it. Stevenson runs for 2. He's averaging 4 yards a carry. We're going to send Keys on a streak. If Keys somehow beats his man. Okay, I'm just throwing it away. Can anybody block? I swear, every team has a good right end. No team has a good left end. I mean, we have DeMarcus Lawrence, but he ends up playing right end, it seems like. I'm running it. Hales is pushing. First down. Hales has more rushing yards than Ramondre. Is this the next Lamar Jackson? All right, touchdown here ends the game. Okay. Backwards. Continuing his just meh day. All right, we're doing play action. Crosby's somehow going to absolutely just demolish Jordan Mailata. So I have to just throw it away right away. 16 for 27, not the worst. It's not necessarily great, but we're going to keep throwing the ball. So who's going to stop me? Chris Thomas, touchdown. let him inside, let him get the touchdown, and we basically iced the game. Here's the Vegas offense. What? Rob Davis gets a free sack because of a broken animation. He snapped the ball during an audible, I guess. I'm just going to start pass committing because, of course, you run the ball. Jacobs is rushing worse than Ramondre.
They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ah, yes. What a great third down pass. Throw it 10 yards out of bounds to your tight end. All right. 4th down. Game on the line. Come on, Clowney.
And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Jordan Davis sacks him. And I'm putting in the B team. All right, so the B team is in. Keaton Mitchell, Devontae Parker. Nick Keys is still playing, but that's just because we don't have anyone else. Firing end zone, and Devontae Parker just mossed them for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley's second throw is also a completion. He is now 2 for 2 for like 40 yards and a touchdown. A bunch of plays are locked. Our B team's in. We got Jonathan Jones, Rob Davis, Ali McNeil, and Harold Landry on the D-line. Juan Thornhill knocks out Jacobs. Yeah, Juan Thornhill's playing slot corner. Deion Jones. Adams drops it. Big hit from Deion Jones. But I think we got in free agency like at the preseason, not even the actual game. Deion Jones now playing man against Devontae Adams. That's not going to work. Eddie Jackson knocks him out of bounds. 29 yards for Devontae. He got clamped. Seeing that most of those yards came in against the B team. That's pretty impressive. Marcelo Mayer, that's not his name. Marcelo Mayer's a shortstop for the Red Sox. That would make okay. Chris Wade, I didn't want you in, but I guess you'll play. And you get a pass deflection. Good job. Pass deflections are just the equivalent of drop picks. I think Christian Gonzalez is going to have like 2 or 3 this game. Stop putting him in. I'm scared he's going to get hurt. I'm already down 1 middle linebacker.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's taken down inside.
Solid game. Good job. They might score a touchdown here. I wish they wouldn't, because I think 6 points would be crazy. But they're going to score it. Chris Stanley sucks at tackling. Touchdown to Adams. Casey Emerson in the backfield. We'll get him a couple touches before the game is over. Solid game. All right, Tyler, let's just give your running back some more touches. You already got your passing touchdown. So that's another good gain. 10 yards for Emerson. This is some of the few touches Casey Emerson's going to get on the year, seeing that he is the power back. And power back for us is Ramondre. Like, if we had someone like Raheem Mostert as our number 1, holy cow. Some very good running right there. But if we had like Raheem Mostert as our running back 1 or Devon Achane, having someone like Casey Emerson would be a lot more valuable than having him back up Ramondre. Because they are a lot like this. They're basically the same person. They have numbers close to each other. Their builds are close to each other. The same dreadlocks. We'll give Keaton Mitchell the last touch of the game.
3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And that's the game. We
This one is going to come to an
decimate
end.
the
Well, this was
whatever
a
team we
very
were playing,
close ball
Raiders.
game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense
We
kind
were
of kicked
tied at
things into
6 going
another
into, or
gear,
no, we were up
and they
9-3
were able to
going
pull
into
away for the
halftime.
victory.
And Brandon, I think
And
they're the type of
then
team that
they
just looked in the
scored
mirror and said, hey,
one
ton of
touchdown in the
pressure
4th.
on,
That was it.
but we're the type of team that can flat
We
out
scored a
handle
ton.
it.
They
And
didn't.
they stood,
I yawned because
stood
I'm
up with
tired
confidence
apparently
and
at,
made it happen for
what
a
is it,
victory.
5:45 in the afternoon.
So for New England, their strong
Josh Hales,
September
17 for
has
28,
carried over to
257 yards, 2
October as they move to
touchdowns.
5-0.
Tyler
And they'll
Huntley,
be able to
one
enjoy this one
completion
through
for
the bye
14
week
yards and a
before
touchdown.
they get back at
Huntley's
it
been a
again.
solid backup.
Meanwhile, for the Raiders,
Rushing,
they'll fall
Hales
to
46
1-4 with a
yards, Ramondre
loss. And they'll
39,
try and turn
Emerson
things around
33,
next
Mitchell
week
4.
as they have a date at
Receiving
MetLife
wise, it
Stadium
was
with the
Waddle,
New
pace in
York
the field was
Jets.
70. Keys 56 and a touchdown. Dorsey 54 before tearing his labrum. Terry 43 yards. Thomas 34 and a touchdown. Parker 14 and a touchdown. Tackle leader Chris Wade 5 tackles. Duggar and Deion Jones had 4. Jordan Davis, Eddie Jackson, and Christian Gonzalez had 3. TFLs for Jordan Davis, DeMarcus Lawrence, Kyle Duggar, Chris Wade, Christian Gonzalez, Rob Davis, and Jadeveon Clowney. Sacks for Davis and Davis. Cordell Goodwin had that one pick to end the half. 2 pass deflections for Gonzalez, 1 for Wade and Deion Jones. A forced fumble for Eddie Jackson. No blocks, safeties, or touchdowns. So yeah, a pretty impressive game altogether. I mean, I don't even know who would be on the cover here. So you guys know before me. Congratulations. Alright, so Amari Reynolds gets an upgrade, and look at him. He's an 85 overall. 86 now. I mean, our corners are just insane. That's just crazy. He's our number 3, and he's an 86. Breakout teammate. I feel so bad. He didn't do anything wrong. The game just decided he wanted to kill Anthony Dorsey. 2 new injuries. Dorsey's out for 4 weeks. Buchanan's out for 4 weeks. There'll be 3 coming next week, so they're going to miss 3 games. Actually, 2 games, because next week's our bye. We'll do the bye week in this week as well. Bye week. We want XP and stamina. So they're going to get tired, but they're all going to get XP. They're tired anyway, so we ball. Players ready to negotiate. I do still want to give... Oh, no, I already gave him his extension. None of these guys interest me. Duggar does, but he can come back later. Mapu, Strange, McNeil, Mitchell, Mafi, Falele, Thornhill. I might try trading some of these guys at the deadline. DeMarcus Lawrence might come back because he's interested, but all the other guys might be guys that we trade. So 2 weeks for Dorsey and Buchanan, and we get to face the 5-1 Steelers, who have had a very good team thus far. We've had the best defense in the league, I think. We'll quickly look at stats and awards to see. 4th in offense now, thanks to the bye week, and 1st in defense. Impressive. We're the best team in the league. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll next... Boy, I went too fast. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.